going to be making a salad today with a really delicious dressing. I've had sort of a number of you ask me for salads and dressings, so what I'm going to do is make a nice simple salad, and it's going to have a honey and mustard dressing with mayonnaise. Really nice, a little bit of lemon juice, and also I've got a little bit of sort of, you know, roasted chicken from yesterday, so I'm just going to take the skin off, break that down, add a few of these sort of new potatoes and put that in the salad, give it a little bit of substance, and it makes it a complete and yummy meal. So to get on with this salad, there's a few things we need to do first of all. Now, I've got some chicken. If you're going to use chicken in your actual salad, then you need to pre-cook it first of all. Maybe an ideal time to do this salad is maybe on a Monday, you know, Monday evening. You've just roasted up on the Sunday your lovely roast chicken. Just buy one a little bit bigger so you've got a little bit of leftovers. So pre-cooked chicken makes life easy. Now, I'm also going to add into mine these potatoes. Got new potatoes. You really need to cook these, boil them for at least half an hour just to kind of soften them down a little bit. But I think with the chicken, the potatoes and the salad and the dressing, it's going to be really yummy. So apart from that, I've just got a big bunch of really nice ripe tomatoes, and I've got some lettuce. I'm using a Kos lettuce, but you know, any lettuce you like. I'm using this one because it's kind of fairly firm, sort of sturdy lettuce, and you know, when you put everything in there, it's got a little bit of body to it. So Kos lettuce, wash it up and make sure it's nice and clean, and then we're going to chop it down. Now I've also got some honey, just normal honey. Only use one of these mustards. I'm going to use whole grain, but you could use Dijon mustard. English mustard's a little bit too hot. Then we've got a lemon. I'm probably going to use the juice of about half a lemon, and we're going to add some mayonnaise. So that's going to kind of mix up and make this really delicious dressing. Obviously wash your tomatoes and, you know, your lettuce. What I'm now going to do is get on with the potatoes. So I'm going to wash those quickly, put them in a pan, get them on a boil, a little bit of salt, and I'd say cook those for about half an hour. So I've got my potatoes there and I've got them in a pan, and I'm just going to pour some boiling water straight from the kettle. Switch the heat on. Just put a little bit of salt in there as well, and then just pop the lid on. Make sure it doesn't overboil, but try and boil it up for about half an hour. Now whilst I've got the potatoes cooking away in the background, going to take about half an hour. That gives us plenty of time to get on with the rest of it. We've got to make up the dressing, and what we've got to do is also wash the lettuce and the tomatoes. Now first of all, washing the lettuce, what I'm going to do is break all the leaves off, and I'm just going to put it in like a pan or a pot with some water in there, let it soak for about 10 or 15 minutes, and then after that we're going to kind of get all the water off, cut it up, put it in the salad bowl. So I've just put some cold water in there, just gently squash it down. So now what I'm going to do is carefully move that aside, and then we're going to get on with this salad dressing. First of all, I'm going to use some mayonnaise. Now I'm going to use dessert spoons all the way through here. Now I'm just going to put these up. We're going to use 4 of these. So that's 1, that's 2, that's 3, and that's 4. So got 4 dessert spoons of mayonnaise. Now next to go in, I've got some mustard. I'm going to use whole grain mustard because it gives it a bit of texture, but you could use Dijon mustard. Now again, with the mustard, I'm going to use one of these dessert spoons, get it in there. I mean, obviously with the mustard, if you're a bit wary, add a little bit less if you want, and then you can always add a bit more if you like. But I'm putting 1 dessert spoon of that. Next of all, I've got some honey, any honey. So again, I'm just going to use 1 good dessert spoon of honey. Just leave that there to come off the spoon. Then the final ingredient, I've got half a lemon. Now roughly I would say half to 1 dessert spoon. So just squeeze that, get some of that in. Just going to pull that pip out. I mean, what you want to do is just get all the ingredients off the spoon like that, and you know, just give it a mix around, maybe get a fork and just get it all mixed up and then taste it. So I'm just going to get my fork and mix it up, and it'll go really nice. And when you taste it, you'll think, oh, I like that, really nice. So just give it a really good mix up and then taste it and see how it is. So I'm just going to quickly taste mine. Really nice and zingy. Got the mustard, It's not too overpowering. But like I say, do it to your own taste, but it's delicious. I can't wait to have this salad. So now I've got the salad dressing all done. I'm just going to put that aside and go back to the lettuce. We're going to sort of drain the lettuce and make sure it's nice and clean. And again, we're trying to get it fairly dry, so get as much water off as you can so it's not too watery in the salad. So I've got my lettuce there and I've drained the water off, but obviously there's still a lot of water in here, look at that. And we don't want that in the salad. So what you're either going to have to do is sort of grab a handful over the sink and give it a good shake and try and get as much as you can off to get it as dry as possible. Now I'm actually going to use this little contraption here, which you just put all your lettuce in, spin it, and it kind of spin dries it. Nice and simple. They're very cheap, really useful. So I'm just going to grab some of this. Might have to do it in 2 bits, but spread it down a little bit, get it in there. Turn that bit away. I mean, I'm going to do it in 2 bits. Now with this sort of machine, it's very simple, and all you do is pop the lid on, you've got the little cage there, and all the water sort of centrifugally sort of jumps out. So put that lid on, and then we just hold that, and we just start spinning it really. There you go, 30 seconds, all done. Take the lid off, and that's really fairly dry now. If I just take that out, all the water's at the bottom. So you've got a nice dry lettuce. So now I've got all the lettuce all nice and dry, what I'm going to do is put it on the chopping board, chop it up, and then put it straight in the salad bowl. Just kind of grab it together. You can just chop it, whoops, all the way through. Just makes it nice and quick. Sounds nice and crispy. So that's all ready to go straight in the bowl. So just put that all in there. And there you go. Got a good bit of salad all ready to go. Now I'm just going to rinse off the tomatoes. Now as a little tip, when you buy tomatoes, if you can smell them, oh these smell nice, buy them because they're going to be nice tomatoes. If you can't smell them, then they're not going to be great. And never keep your tomatoes in the fridge. So I've quickly just sort of rinsed off my tomatoes and sort of dried them in a cloth there. Now what I'm actually going to do with my tomatoes is just cut them in half. I mean, be careful. Obviously, you know, you could do it on a chopping board. You know, just get them in the salad. So I'll just carry on doing that until I get them all in there. So I've got the lettuce and I've got all the tomatoes in there. Now what I'm going to do is just add a little bit of salt to the tomatoes. I think tomatoes are really nice, just a little bit of salt. So add that in. Now next thing is I've got those boiled potatoes, half an hour, new potatoes, and what I've done is once they've boiled I just put them in cold water to cool them down because I don't want it too hot, otherwise it makes all the lettuce sort of wilt and whatever. So cool the potatoes down and we're going to chop them up. Now some of these bigger ones you probably want to chop those in half like this, or you can do slices. The little ones, it's up to you, you can pop those in if you like, a couple of big ones. So I'll just put some of these potatoes in. Like I say, just chop them up how you like. You don't have to put all of these potatoes in, just put as many as you want really. Next of all, I'm just going to pour in some of that dressing. If you want, you can with the potatoes, just put a little bit of olive oil. Now I'm just going to give those a mix. Obviously you can mix it with your hands, do it with the spoons, whatever you like. Now I've got that like that, I'm just going to put the rest of that mix. Just try and get all of that out of the bowl as well. And then the final thing we'll need to add, if you're going to add it, is a bit of chicken. So again, just give this a good stir up. I think it's perfect. So now we've got the salad ready to go. It's a lovely salad, very simple, and if you're not going to add chicken, you know, it's ready to eat and I think you like it. Obviously I've got the roasted chicken from yesterday, it's all cooked. Take the skin off, break it down, put the pieces in there, and then you've got a really nice chicken salad with a honey, lemon and mustard dressing. Beautiful. A meal in one. Now with the chicken, I've taken the sort of skin off, and you can literally just break that up in bits really. You know, get it how you like. So I'll just keep doing that, and then we'll just give it a final mix and we'll taste some. So I'm just going to try some of that salad. Let's just start with a tomato. Oh yeah, lovely with that dressing. Cos lettuce I got, nice bit of lettuce. And for me, obviously that bit of chicken, really nice as well. Try that with a bit of potato. Look at that. Lovely. Every time I eat this dressing, I always feel the same, that it's absolutely delicious. Definitely recommend this one. If you want, you can always have a little bit of bread with that as well. Delicious meal in one, and I hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching, as always.